Well, I finished telling what happened at Huntington Bank on September 21st, 18, where David helped me down how he hired a man to kill me and shoot me if I ran. And then we're hearing that phone call. The church has taken up $25,000, and then 3 witnesses in the mall. The church was going to have me killed. Realizing the 4 attempts was him and them. How stupid was I not figuring it out? Okay. So now I'm out in the middle of nowhere, and he had held me down how he hired these men to kill me. And I had went to Johnny to buy something for dinner. He calls me, "Where are you at?" I said, "Buying something for dinner. I got a phone call to make." Okay. And I'm like, "Please don't go." I'm scared out of my mind by them. They had been drugging me up where I had bruises, and I didn't know what was going on, why I was sick, and I had bruises. I was getting sick on drinks, and hours was passing. And here they were date rape drugging me, and then lied they had sodium pentothal reports. Date rape drugs are amnesia drugs you never remember. It's just Dave's girlfriend's family and friends. Retired Judge Pete's daughter, Michelle, and her dad and mom. And it was some drug dealers. Their dirty friends doing it. What they call them. Okay. Well, I realize I'm going to have to move out, and I don't know where I'm going to go. And I see they're giving flu shots, and I thought, well, I can't afford to get sick. I got a flu shot. Now, the front of Giant Eagle in Ravenna was set up over in the corner of the front. Was the flu, was a room to get the flu shots. There's a great big pharmacy. There's a bench. There's an ATM for Huntington Bank, the Huntington Bank, and then the help desk, and you walk out. Okay. I walk out from get my flu shot in front of the pharmacy. I got dizzy, and I sat down on the bench. I hear the voice. I can't believe she's here. Okay. And I'm like, oh my God, it's him, the one I got her hood up over his head. I remembered his voice. You don't forget that. And I stand up, and I grab my cart, and go to turn. It comes up behind me. I'd stab me right here and now if it wasn't for that security guard. Well, there was also a woman with him. Are you just going to go ahead and stab her? And he said, I can't risk it with that security guard. And I take my cart and I turn it right into the bank. I want to open an account. I thought you were going to have to do it right in front of someone. The Pizza Hut lady, older blonde lady from Pizza Hut. Okay. Comes up. I get paid to watch her. The banker's yelling at her, stay out of it. She's like, no. I get paid to watch her. He's like, lady, I mean it. Stay out of it. It won't be worth it in the end. The guy that tried to kidnap me in front of Terry tried to carjack me when Dave took off. Walks out around me and she walks off. Now, either Dave called someone to call him, or the Pizza Hut lady called him. A worse scenario, use a company phone. Dave tried to call me back and I put him on hold. I wouldn't let him know that I knew he just did it. I freak out and I drive down to Walmart. I drive 20 miles. African-American lady spit in my face. Her and her white boyfriend was harassing me. Another guy with black hair, black eyes, and eagle tattoo came up. Now, they're both 5'10" to 6 foot tall. The guy that tried to kidnap me is black hair, dark eyes, 6 foot, 5'10" to 6 foot, 30 to 40, 180 pounds to 200. So is the other guy. He's 5'10" to 6 foot, black hair, black eyes. But he has an eagle tattoo, the What a Shame guy. The other guy came up to me with What a Shame in Walmart and just stared at me like a dead animal. And I got away from that freak. The What a Shame guy is 40 to 50. Looks like a biker guy. I get home and Dave's at the end of the driveway. My girlfriend's rich and powerful. Her family owns a place you won't be able to stand. I said, it's not a communist country. Nobody owns a place. So I thought, God, he's got connection. And it's been him and them the whole time. And that girl cost me that job a few days before that. So I called the FBI by the 23rd, 24th of September 18. Called the 1-800 line. We'll have an agent call you back because I had 3 witnesses in the mall. Sarah at sales. Her old manager was an older blonde lady. Her name may be Courtney, and the other one, her other co-worker, had brown hair and brown eyes. And she went to work with Katie Brothers at Ashcroft and Oak in Belden Village. and they all three came up to me, and that Katie had said that her church had a plan to kill me. They had men kill me. Okay. Then, with overhearing that phone call, when I didn't hang up and I thought it was Dave's girlfriend, I missed that one. I didn't expect to hear how the churches were involved. And they still don't know, I know. Well, Dave does, because I yelled at him. But that lady that said it, I figured she was part of the attempted kidnap. And I needed to go back and get her statement. And then I couldn't get out of bed for 3 days. And then I told you I got up on the third day. And left his number. And I got up and I sat on the front porch. I felt like I was drunk. It's a side effect from being day rape drunk. You feel dizzy, you feel nauseous, you feel sick, you feel like you were drunk. And I didn't drink. And I thought, I gotta handle this. It's been them the whole time. The 4 attempts, the 2 Perry police reports of the attempt to break in, Dave telling them they knew where the security system was, the follower ending, link back to that church, the attempted kidnapping in front of that one lady that belongs to one of those churches, and then the attempted carjacking he took off when he first moved out. And that it was them the whole time, and how stupid was I not putting that together. And then them flat out saying it was them gonna kill me to 3 people. And I told the hotline about 70-80% of the shit in the 2 Perry police reports. And the 3 witnesses, and then them impersonating me at Advanced America with Annie, gave them Annie's phone number. Well, I called Sarah, and I asked her if she would witness for me, because I already told them where to find her on the hotline. And of course, Karen, I'm scared for you. And, you know, I told you how I told her I'd called an agent, and I would put his number in it and leave it for her. I bought her card and hid it in a card. And we took it out, and the mall and our manager put it in a locker, and we went up to Apostolic Church of Barberton, and they had a man impersonating a federal officer act like he's telling on me, because it was Dave's girlfriend's family and friends doing it. The next day when I called Will back and I tried to tell him what happened at Huntington Bank, he called me a liar. And threatened to arrest me if I didn't say I was lying. And I'm like, what? He said, you say you're lying or I'll arrest you, I'll put you in jail. We're gonna record a lie. I'm like, fine, whatever. Do you know if he has a girlfriend? I don't know. Some guy's rambling about it. He says, stop, you don't know. And I told him about the Watershane guy. He didn't care about the Watershane guy. He's probably just a freak. I'll let you inform it, but you tell someone I'll list you crazy, and no one can help you. That's badgering a witness. Department of Justice 1729. If you threaten anybody when they go to give a statement, it's badgering a victim, witness, or an informant. It's punishable. You can't do that, and he can't list you crazy, and you can tell anybody you want. In any protection program, I talked to someone who used to work for the prosecutor's office. He had no authority to say that the police can't go along with it, and it's illegal. They didn't have a court order be in my home before. It's illegal. No sitting judge would write that court order because they just bought themselves federal prison. Even my friend that worked at the prosecutor's office said no judge would write that he's breaking constitutional laws. He's taking people's right to privacy, right to remain quiet, right to an attorney, right to a fair court trial, bail and bond, and a right to not be mistreated. And that agent's in a lot of trouble. I turned this into the Department of Justice, and he did it on a recorded line badgering me, and threatening me. And they said that they called him and explained Michelle August 10th or 11th, 22, and he set me up, and it was a setup. And like my friend from the prosecutor's office, that he used to work there, he said the police know they can't go along with it, and they know what that agent said was illegal, and they can't go along with any of it. He can't threaten to put you in jail if you don't say you're lying, because you're trying to give a statement, and he can't list you crazy if you tell someone, and he can't tell anybody that no one can help you. He doesn't have that kind of authority, and he can't speak to you like that. It's illegal, and the police know that, and they can't go along with it. These people run around like Looney Tunes, retired Judge Pete and his dirty friends, like they would have a right to mistreat me and abuse me like this. There isn't. They can't. They didn't get a special permission to watch me in my house and stalk me for Dave's girlfriend, Michelle, and kick in my door and date, rape, drug me, and lie they have sodium pentothal reports, and then have fake FBI badges and impersonate the federal officers. They're insane. They're dangerous. The one retired sheriff I was talking to, he's like, do you think your ex is connected to the mafia? And I said, I don't know. He's like, well, only the people that get away with this is the mafia. He said, judges don't get away with this. They get arrested all the time for doing crimes. He said, no judge could do this. He said, the only one that seems like they get away with this is the mafia. I need someone to help. I'm still praying for a miracle. And that agent committed a lot of crimes. Life in federal, basically, on a recorded line.